Hello everyone. Today I want to share a special recipe that's close to my heart. You see, my grandmother raised me from infancy. I was about 3 weeks old. I didn't know no mother until I was a teenager. And she worked hard to provide for me. One way she did this was by making coconut drops, which she sold to support our family and send me to school. These sweet treats not only sustained us financially, but they also became a symbol of her love and dedication. In this video, I'll show you how to make these coconut drops just like my grandmother taught me. Let's honor her legacy and keep this tradition alive. Hello. I remember when I used to sit and watch my grandmother use these coconuts to make sweet treats that send me to school. I was just talking to a friend of mine, Val, and Val said, I used to buy the drops of the gizzarda and the grated cake from Miss Tin, at the school gate. It might put a little tear in my eye, but it gave me pleasure to revisit the history of Auntie's bakery. The coconut the husk that the coconut come from, we used to use it to shine the floor. Yeah, so you see this now, you light it, you use it to help build up the fire and help to catch the fire. Very good. Use a knife and we pierce. Yeah, when you pierce that, you take out the, I'm taking it down memory lane. And please don't hang up. Don't hang up. Watch the video, because this will add or bring back memories to you as well, to buy these little treats. Because I used to help her make these treats when the folks come from America. She put the, hold on, the trash don't get in the glass. And she put the glass over, turn it over, and let that fill up. Right? Mr. Jones was a gentleman who had a lot of coconut trees, and Auntie was one of his customers. Yes, she was. My grandmother Auntie, rest in peace. Order, and then I would take the Sunday evening walk to go and collect the coconuts. And then guess what? Then we have to go back home and help her break the coconut. So obviously we used to just, outside you have a stone where you break the coconut on the stone. But you know what? There's no stone here, so I'm going to just, but the best way to break the coconut is always try see if you can break it from the top, and mind your finger. And there's a way them say to do it so you get the whole of the coconut, but this one is tough. A good a good coconut is tough, man. It's tough. It dry, a good coconut. So not bad at all. Right. Okay, so it's not bad. Here it is. Not bad. Take the knife and you take your time and you ox out the coconut and you get that out. And you see it clean and dry. Yeah, clean and dry. So I'm going to do all of them, all three. So we're going to make coconut drops. And I'm going to cut them up tiny, and then we're going to boil it with sugar and ginger, and we're going to get a coconut leaf. Sorry, we're going to get a banana leaf. I have a banana leaf we're going to show you. So the thing was to do is to take out make a hole in the eye. You see it's got 3 eyes there. So once you've taken it out, then you put a glass over it like that, and then you pour the coconut over and you wait for the water. And this is a good coconut water you get to, cool. And if you have it in the fridge, it's very cool and nice. Yeah, man. So you just drink that. So the next step is to break the coconut. Hey! Good coconut, yeah. There it is. Very good coconut. So now I have some nice pieces of coconut. I'm gonna thoroughly wash these off. Right, so what my grandmother did, she get her little old dishcloth. Now make sure this one get one old one lap. Then she get the pudding pan with the coconut in there, and she cut them up and she peel it, at least it's not so dark and the skin can be a bit hard. But she scrape it down so it become really, I'll show you. So this is scraped, and so that's what it look. So cut up the coconut fine. Sometime a late time of night, you know, she used to come home, and when people order, especially when you have the foreigners, they used to come out, and when they come out, then place their order. You know, so them are going tomorrow. Them come, oh, Miss Tin. So she have to come home late at night and in the kitchen with the lamp, and then me sit down in there with my finger. I suck my finger and I keep her company. Yes. So this is what brought me to school, you know. She used to sell these at the school gate in our glass tray. So she used to sell drops, gizzarda, and grated cake. That's my grandmother. Mwah. So yeah, so you probably need 2 coconuts if you're not making a lot. I'll show you a little bit then when I finish. So there it is. Here we are. All my coconut is cut up really finely. Ready to make my coconut drop. Right, Auntie used to make me scrape off the ginger them, you know. Scrape them off clean. And she say, you know, if you left nothing on it, because the ginger is part of the ingredient that goes in the drops. And it make the drops spicy and nice. But sometimes when you get one nice chunk of ginger in the drops, you bite on it, it's just sharp, you know, that sharp taste. So, yeah. I'm using a light brown sugar and a little bit of white sugar because I want it to be pretty light. I don't want it too dark. So I'm going to start it off with the sugar, both sugar there. Then I've got my ginger, grated ginger. I'm going to use only for ginger because I like the taste of the ginger. And if you notice, I have some diced ginger here. So these are the diced ginger, and that's the grated one. So that's going in. Also adding some cinnamon stick, a little bit of cinnamon powder, a little bit of nutmeg. We're going to stir that and ginger smell nice in there, no man, oh God. And tin, yeah, do your work. Right, so I'm going to add some to start with. I'm going to let it boil for a little bit and then add more sugar. And basically you want enough sugar in there to make it come together. That's the whole point. So it's a sweet thing. So if you worry about sugar, this might not be for you. I'm going to add a little bit of rose water in there. Just a little bit of vanilla. And let it simmer down now. So once the coconut starts to boil, and then you'll add the rest of the water because the coconut needs to cook, and then you add the rest of the sugar. Now this is what it's supposed to look like. It's got that giving it the flavor. We'll take that out soon. Right, so you notice that the syrup is forming and the coconut is cooking down nicely. So this is what you're looking for. So at this rate, turn it down so don't let it burn. Syrup. I need to thicken up a little bit more. We think it's ready now, so we can start to drop them out. But you don't want the syrup to turn sugar. You have to be careful, you know, the syrup that turns sugar. See it there? So we're going to drop them out now. My grandmother always do a little test. So we're going to do a little test like that to see if it's... She always do a little test. Jamaica love. She used to use 2 spoons. And then 1 spoon, take it out of the other spoon. See that? And then you see my banana leaf from my garden. Use 1 spoon. And then use the next spoon to... I'm going to finish doing this and then show you how they all are. Hey. Come on, Donna, do better than that. All right, there you go. I'm gonna do the rest and then we come back. All right. Yes, nice. Ginger turn up in it. I used to do it. As I said, me used to watch her. I used to be the baby in the kitchen sucking my finger. And as I said, she used to take up 1 spoon. Right? So when she took up 1 spoon, she take the next spoon and take it out. And form that little bungle. You know, that little... So, there you go. Yeah. And as I said, careful not to let the sugar get... Hear me? Don't let the syrup get too dry. Because then that's when you can't take it out. So you should just take it like that. And then... That one might be too close to that, but nevertheless... You see the Dutch pattern move around here, so not too bad. This is what I grew up on. This is what sent me to school. So if me grow and can't make drops, then that's something wrong with that. Not true. If me grow up and me can't do this, then me not pay no attention to my grandmother when she make her drops. See there? 1, 2. There's another one right here. I can put one right at the corner here, a small one right here. And then you can make them, choose the size, choose how you want to, you know. Some people use the greaseproof paper if you don't have a banana tree. But thank God I have a banana tree in the front of my garden. And there you go. There, this one there. There's another spot I can use. Oh yeah, this one, put a little one right. A little one right here, so. Right there. So this is Jamaica drops, coconut drops. They look good, Polly. Hey, they look good, man. Look really good. It starts to turn sugar now. So find another little spot. I have 2 more. Oh, and you know what Auntie used to do when the bottom finish? She used to put water in it and drink it. Yeah, she scrape out the bottom. She used to scrape out the bottom and mix it out and drink it. That's what my grandmother used to do. And drink that. And they have the ginger in it. It's going to taste like ginger tea, not true? We are leaving it to set, and the coconuts are looking really good. My grandmother used to do this every day, and depending on the sales, she used to do it sometimes every other day. But yes, this she used to sell at the school's gate. Wow. Right, so the drops look like them ready now, but what my grandmother used to do, she used to go around and ease them up off of the banana leaf. So you see the print there. So you'll see that kind of have a sweating underneath. So lift that up, you see that? Lift that up, move that to one side, and she'll just go around and do the same for all of them. Look at this one. These two kind of stuck together. Yeah, this is a tester that I remember I did a little tester. There it is to make sure, because you have to do a little tester and you can't just take it out and so look, you see that two you stick together. But all in all, they come out good. They look good. Here it is. They're looking great. They're really dry on top, and the sugar underneath is good. So you look underneath. That's what you look for the sugar. So you get a few of them, and you can tell that is well set, because you see the sugar, there's no coconut in the side, but so the sugar set. So but it's dry, and if you want to dry a little bit, you just leave it out for it to dry. You can look at the difference with this one and that one. That one look like him sweat a little bit. That one proper. So yeah, man, it's all about. So you can do just break piece. Say tough, Ooh, yes, see there, and eat piece. Mama, just break it. Ready? Good drops. You can taste the ginger. Good drop, sister. Right, so I'm going to plate up my drops now. Put them in here. And they're going for sale. How much you want one to buy? Tell me how much you want one to buy. Looking good. I remember when the foreigners used to come and collect their drops from Auntie have them ready, and them love them drops. Every year when people come out on vacation, they look forward to taking back some of these delicious, nice ginger coconut, Jamaica coconut drops, back home. It's a nice, delicious treats. And that, my friends, is how my grandmother's love and dedication were wrapped into each delicious coconut drops. Every time I make these sweet treats, I'm reminded of her strength, resilience, and the importance of carrying on the family traditions. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.